up, Berserker Patriot Store family? I hope you're all blessed, and I hope you're all very safe out here tonight. We've got quite a bit of news on here for you tonight. We're doing this a little bit different way than we normally do. We've got a lot more news than we usually do, so we're going to start getting into just a bit of this that's been happening over the past few weeks, months, years. We're going to touch base. So we're going to start off with, I guess, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Let's get into this. Where's the top headline at? Okay, Tim Walz warns Minnesota could be a Fort Sumter moment after his political cause chaos in state. In an interview with The Atlantic, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz warned that the rising tensions in his state between anti-ICE agitators and the federal immigration enforcement agents could be a Fort Sumter moment for the country. I mean, is this a Fort Sumter moment? He questioned, adding, it jumped, sorry. Tensions in his state between anti-ICE agitators and federal immigration enforcement agents could be a Fort Sumter moment for the country. I mean, it's a Fort Sumter moment, he questioned, adding, it's a physical assault. It's an armed force that's assaulting, that's killing my constituents, my citizens, The Atlantic noted of Walt's Fort Sumter comment. He let his question about Fort Sumter hang without an answer. Fort Sumter, which lies in the middle of South Carolina. Charleston Harbor was the site of an April attack in 1861 that marked the official beginning of the Civil War, which there's debate on that, so we'll get into that later on, but we've got a lot to get into. You're going to see throughout tonight's broadcast exactly how my assessment of the violence that is the rhetoric from the left is just nothing but violence and nothing but everybody's talking about revolution now. Everybody's talking about the current administration is not a legal force. There's no authority. They don't recognize. So, I mean, it is what it is, but we're where we are, and it's going to be here for a bit, obviously. Waltz also brought up abolitionist John Brown during his interview with The Atlantic. With the figure rising to fame after storming a federal arsenal in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia in 1859, guns pointed, American at American is certainly not where we want to go, said Walz. Federal agents have been sent to Walz State as part of Operation Metro Serve on... Okay, listen. The fact that you got him saying this right here, and then in just a moment, we're going to read another article from a famous person that's stating that talking about calling us Nazis is insulting to Nazis. So, ICE is worse than the Nazis were. Holy fuck. Listen, man. Federal agents have been sent to Waltz State in Operation Metro Serve, an operation that as of January 19th has resulted in the arrest of 3,000 criminal illegal immigrants per the Department of Homeland Security. So we see where the rhetoric from Tim Waltz is going. We see what's happening with that situation. Okay. Driver faces hate crime charge after allegedly crashing into Chabad Jewish Center in New York. First of all, allegedly, we have a vehicle of him pulling forward, hitting it, backing up, hitting it, backing up, hitting it, trying to smash through the fucking door of the place. And then he climbs out of the car like nothing happened. But we're going to watch that in just a second here. So a New Jersey man is facing attempted assault as a hate crime and other charges after police said he repeatedly drove his car into the back of Chabad World Headquarters in Brooklyn. police were already assigned to the detail. So, okay, we see where that's gone from here. So this guy is now ramming Jewish situations. They're not giving us a lot of information on the guy yet, but we already know what we're going to find out. Left-wing news, though, it's a right-wing attack. Come on, bro. How many Republicans are going to go ram a car through fucking a Jewish headquarters? That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. They said that he visited the Chabad World headquarters previously before he returned Wednesday night. According to Jewish community leaders, Sohel told police he had been to synagogues in New York and New Jersey in recent months, asking how he could convert and looking for spiritual guidance. They said he seemed like he had studied Judaism as a way to deal with the problems he was having in life. No explosives or other devices were found in the suspect's car, police said. The incident occurred during a holiday when thousands of people from around the world were gathered at the headquarters. Their New York Attorney General Lolita James told reporters the Anti-Defamation League in New York and New Jersey said in a statement that it was deeply disturbed. Okay, we've got that just happened. Wait for it. And I don't believe this for a single second, what we're about to watch right now from this leftist right here, okay? Not for one single second do I believe what this chick is saying in this video that we're about to watch. But, I mean, we're going to watch it, and I'm going to tell you why I don't believe it after we watch it. Okay.
Us Minnesotans are outside of the Whipple building right now, and we're protesting, and a bunch of ICE agents just came out in their cars and tried to run all of us over and down when we were standing in their way, trying to not let them pass. And as soon as we stood in their way, the ICE agent who was in the passenger side seat pulled out his gun. And
I'm going to right here say, you're a bold-faced motherfucking liar. I'm not even going to say allegedly. You're a fucking liar. Because you're holding, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? You're protesting right now with the camera in your hand, but you have no footage of this happening. Huh. Fucking interesting, right? Every time one of you are assaulted by an ICE agent, just mysteriously, the camera that's in your hand 5 seconds after it happens wasn't there. Wasn't there. You forgot to record. You record yourself taking a fucking shit, but the one thing you forgot to record was a motherfucker pulling a gun on you unconstitutionally for no fucking reason, right? That makes perfect sense. That makes the best sense I've ever heard. But let's keep going. Let's keep going because, I mean, I'm about to start taking the functional out of functionally retarded because you're not even functional enough to walk out your front doors at this point anymore.
Pointed it directly at all of the protesters.
Let me make this very clear. When I hear you people blow your whistles at this point, all I hear is, damn it. That's all I hear from you, because that's what it sounds like.
We barely stepped out of his car, and he immediately took out his gun.
Immediately. My just God.
So you know, that's what we're afraid. It emboldened us. It made us more
Wait,
mad.
I have to take a minute. Hold on. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, they're so scared for their lives that her heart rate's not even elevated, and it just happened. It just happened. Oh my God. They pulled a gun on her, but no, they're not running back in that direction with the camera to say, "Oh look, this is the guy that did it." I'm so offended. My feelings are so hurt that they did this to her. Let me gather myself. Just give me a moment. What the fuck? Are you serious, bro? Listen, this shit is just getting dumb at this point. It's like the whole pretty fucking video that they have of the gun to the back of his head. The fucking officer has no head and he's got robot fucking legs, dude. Yeah, that's the reality you live in. That's the literal reality your fucking brains live in. It's where people have no heads and fucking people have robot legs because you live in a Roblox reality, which, by the way, just a heads up, this little kid got taken through a Roblox fucking meetup. And if you're the sorry son of a bitch out there that has that kid, you better hope to God you're not in Southwest Florida and I come across you, bro. Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, the alligators are too good for you. You know, fucking that shit's insane. So everybody, if you have a chance on any of your social media, please put a shout out. I'm going to put a thing up for him in a minute here and show everybody what's going on. Clip that shit and just share it the fuck everywhere so we can find this kid. And shit sucks, man. Look, stop letting your kids play fucking Roblox. Stop letting your kids talk to fucking people all around the fucking world that mostly are fat ass, smelly, motherfucking weird pedophiles that want to eat your children. Stop doing this. Why the fuck are you doing this still? Why can your kids at 9 years old speak to people halfway across the world? That's damn, you know, if you don't know about it, they've got a wholesale operation pedophile network set up on Roblox where they're getting little kids to come meet them places and then they're fucking taking them. Okay, and there's been quite a few instances of this happening. And I just recently, I'm going to be honest, getting into the details of it, and this shit's crazy, and it just happened the other day. This lady's little kid just got taken, and she just made a statement. We're going to get in that in a little bit here. But that's part of the shit that's going on out here, man. It's all tied in together, and it's fucking insane. And you're going to see the progression that we want, everything we go through tonight, that's all these people want is violence. There is no solutions for their pollutions whatsoever. They don't give you any policies. They don't give you anything. As a matter of fact, while we're listening to her,
first thing that you did because you're a fucking coward.
Oh,
you pulled out your gun.
I'm looking for my phone and I'm talking to you on it. That's how retarded we are now in America.
Get the fuck out of our city. We don't want you here anymore, you sons of bitches. You have just fired us up even. Bitch.
This is just, it is what it is. So then we've got, forgive me on the pronunciation, the Breaking Bad guy, the one that Walter White works for, Gus Freed. He plays Gus. So it's Giancarlo, I want to say. Esposito pulls no punches at Sundance. It's time for revolution. There is no solution but revolution. The last decade or so of American... Okay, listen. First of all, this is woke as fuck, whatever it is, AV Club. I'm giving you 30 different sources, liberals, tonight, by the way. You're getting 30 different sources here. We've got ABC sources. We've got the PM sources, Fox News sources, X sources. We've got this woke-ass shit from you guys, AV Club sources. And then over on the other side, we've got ABC sources, everything tonight. So these are coming from your sources. So when you see CNN talk about this petty fucking terrorist that the ICE people knew very well, because he was a violent fucking extremist and he broke out fucking headlights and taillights on fucking cars. Even CNN ran it through all the fucking specialists. It's real shit. Unlike your no-head robot legs fucking pictures. Come on, bro. Fuck. Come on, dude. At least learn how to use fucking Grok or motherfucking Chat GPT. I'm retarded as fuck when it comes to AI, and I can make better shit than that, dude. I know y'all are better than that because you make good videos about me. My God, bro. I'm trafficking turkeys. I'm trafficking guns, all kinds of shit on fucking, what's that, blue, I don't know, something, blue something. I mean, y'all got a whole site over there about me and it's wonderful. Why can't you do a little something more like that? At least be good at it if you're going to do it. You know what I mean? When you pick up a flashbang, throw it fast enough. Don't hold that shit. Know what kind of flashbang you're running at. If it's got a 4-second, 6-second, or 8-second fuse, come on, man. Get with the program. I'm teaching you here, Left. I'm teaching you how to be better at this. Okay? Wake up. So, it's time for revolution. And I had to tell you how woke it was because you're about to hear me read. But I'm in a cult. I'm in a cult. Don't forget. I'm about to read some liberal ass shit to you, but I'm in a cult. I'm pissed off about everything that's happening right now, but we're cultist. I still haven't gone out and slaughtered any of you or put you under my thumb, but I'm a fascist. The last decade or so of American politics has inspired a lot of political statements from people of Hollywood who are pretty clearly as freaked out by what they feel like is going on. Okay, so listen, when you hear everything that is said here, you can't have civil discourse with this. You can't have coexistence with this. This shit is insanely extreme, and they call us extremists. And they're about to right now. Freaked out by what feel like ongoing and exacerbable shifts toward both national and global authoritism. So that's saying that we're extreme as a motherfucker, we're authoritarian, we're going to take control of you. No, we don't want to fucking rule you. We want to conquer you. Get it right. We're maybe savages and fucking barbarians, but we're not fucking fascist. We don't want to rule you. We don't want a motherfucking communist country. We want to be a free market capital. We want people to be able to say what they want, carry guns when they want, do what the fuck they want, just not be terrorists and hurt people and destroy shit and cause, close to $2 trillion in fucking debt to our country through vandalism and shit that's never been recovered from. Never been recovered from, by the way, until this day. So authoritarianism. I'm very dehydrated tonight. I apologize. Rest of us, but few have been as blunt as Esposito was this week, stepping in on his soapbox at the Sundance Festival and declaring, "It's time for revolution." And they don't even know that's what they're starting. Listen to that again. It's time for revolution, and they don't even know what they're starting. Okay. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I can see of no reason for the gunpowder treason to ever be forgot. That's what we'll note. Okay. Revolution. And they don't even know what they're starting. That's the light part of it. Esposito at the festival to promote his new John movie, The Only Living Pickpocket in New York, did not mince words or suggest he was being metaphorical in his language, drawing direct parallels between regimes in Russia, Iran, and the United States in his words to Variety. We have to stand up to it. They can't take us all down. Here it comes. If the whole world showed up on Putin's doorstep or on Iran's doorstep or in Washington, they'd kill 500 or 50 million or however many, but the rest of us would survive. So hold on. So they're calling us authoritarians. They're saying we're fascist, Nazis, but if the whole world showed up to the doorstep or in Washington, yeah, they'd kill 500 or 50 million or however many, but the rest of us would survive with the new world. Oh my God. Esposito was one of several stars wearing ice out pins at Sundance, referring widespread discontent with both the nationwide emboldening of immigration, customs, and enforcement in the second Trump administration and the more specific violence happening in Minneapolis over the last several weeks. Now, keep in mind, when they're saying violence, they're talking about the fucking ICE agents. But wait, there's more. For the low, low price of go fuck yourself, we can have another civil war. It's fucking wonderful. So let's get into it. Some very old rich white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people, Esposito added, thus creating a feeling of civil war in the streets. But for a low, low price, wait a minute, they're preparing for more. Preparing the haters to hate, teaching them how to shoot. teaching them how to shoot, civil war, teaching them how to shoot. We need a revolution is the only solution. Let's get into this some more. This is all a preparation for a very insidious doesn't mean evil, by the way. The definition of insidious is not evil, but okay. Insidious problem that's happening in our world. And for me, I have to speak out. I will not be iced out. I will not be iced out. This is not going to happen, Esposito says. So they make it very clear. When they say it's not going to happen, they're very serious when they say they're going to march with thousands of motherfuckers at you and just ram their cock up your fucking ass while you're killing them until they finally win. And that's what I've been telling you. These functionally retarded people are the most dangerous ones because they will just run at you and make piles of bodies. Like you've seen 300, right? The Persians, that's how they conquered people. They just threw them at you. But then we, the Spartans, will be standing there, and that's exactly what it'll be. It'll be a pile of you motherfuckers. We'll make a wall out of you, and then when the rest of you come up, you're going to see that wall. You know? But, I mean, they're just saying it. Hold on. There's more. There's more. That's not even the most extreme. Oh my God. Of the night. That's the easy shit. Esposito isn't the only star to speak out at Sundance. Elijah Wood. Oh, man. We knew he was gay all through fucking Lord of the Rings, didn't we? Fuck. For instance, was quoted at a protest that broke out in Park City back on Sunday, organized in response to the killing of Alex Prete, which was a terrorist piece of shit scumbag we now know, right? That spit on cops and fucking attacked fucking federal agents and broke federal property and was a part of an organized organization that was actively stalking and fucking going after and hunting down ICE agents and other patriots, or just regular people they thought might be fucking ICE, demanding ID, creating autonomous zones, all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah. Elijah Wood, support ICE out pins. So, but wait, we've still got much more. We'll go through Cam Higsby stuff tonight as well. That shit's crazy, and it's going to go exactly into what I'm telling you right now. What I've been talking about this whole time before he blew up Signal, and you people told me, "Oh, you're stupid, you're a moron." No, they're not organized. This is exactly what I told you was happening. This is exactly what I told you we need to be doing right now, is organizing with each other and having a channel of conversation. But no, the right doesn't want to. Well, actually, we are doing that pretty good right now. I'll give it to you. I've been saying we're not doing that for so long that since New Year's, I got to give it to you. Like, thousands of fucking big name Republicans are in Florida right now. That's why all these channels are all on the same show together every day right now. We're organizing things. We're planning things. But we're not organizing to come after motherfuckers. We're just organizing so we can be safe when you motherfuckers come after us. You know what I mean? So it sucks that it has to be like that. It really does. But wait. Many more. This guy, let's listen to this guy talk for a minute so I can actually take a full drink of water. Wait, go back. There you go. Okay, I will point you.
The troops are on standby for potential deployment to Minnesota. Defense officials say 2 infantry battalions have pre-deployment orders amid violent protests against the federal immigration crackdown. Over the weekend, the governor mobilized the Minnesota National Guard, but troops haven't been deployed yet. Now the FBI is increasing its presence in Minneapolis, and the mayor says it feels like an occupying force. ABC's Jack Date has the details. Hi, Jack. The Department of Justice is investigating a disruption at a Minnesota church over the weekend. What's the DOJ saying about that?
That's right. Yesterday, during morning services at a St. Paul church, there was a disruption.
Let's see how they frame this.
Demonstrators came in and were protesting and chanting anti-ICE slogans in the middle of this worship service.
So keep in mind, I've gone through, yes, this shirt is fire, by the way. Boom. Uncle Sam, George Washington, Abe Lincoln. Wow. Anyway, like I said, all my designs are original. We're going to go through some of the new shirts over here tonight. But listen, the FACE Act, we went through it verbatim. I showed it to you. You know what I mean? It absolutely, the second clause of the FACE Act is protection of spiritual places and religious places. So, well, just religious places, not spiritual places. So that is the FACE Act. So keep that in mind. But they like to say, well, and no, yeah, it is.
Senior justice officials, including the Attorney General and the head of the Civil Rights Division, have said this is a version of intimidating Christians, and that they were interfering with their First Amendment rights.
A version of intimidating Christians. How much more? I mean, come on, bro. A version. It's a version of intimidating. I guess technically it is a version, or it's just outright intimidating Christians and hate crimes because you're going after them because they're white and because they work for federal agencies. So, I mean, that too.
And rights that are protected under what's called the FACE Act, which is an act that was designed to protect access to clinics, but also protects people in worship, in houses of worship in particular. And so they're investigating whether there are violations of the FACE Act and pledge to prosecute those demonstrators.
Before we forget, all of you pro-choice people, guess what? You're all celebrating the fact of birthright citizenship being struck down by that judge. But wait, there's more. Did you read it? Did you read it, or did you just watch CNN talk about it? Because that unborn fetuses now have legal rights. Oh, fuck. Does that mean that Catholic societies are getting together all over the place right now to sue the fuck out of abortion clinics? Because now, under your liberal judge's fucking orders, guess what? Unborn fetuses have legal rights. Even when we lose, we win. That's fucking crazy, bro. And even when you win, you lose. Fuck, man. Fuck. That sucks, doesn't it? Holy fuck.
Who they say are not protected under the First Amendment in that house of worship.
And the Department of Justice says it's not investigating the ICE officer who shot Renee Good, but multiple sources say it is investigating Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz and the Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. So what's the latest on that?
That's right. The Justice Department has been making claims, senior officials, that both the Governor Walz and Frey had in some way impeded law enforcement activities in Minnesota, and now they're investigating whether that occurred. It's a big escalation in the sort of multi-front effort to pressure both the political apparatus and the people of Minnesota.
All right, Jack Date, thank you.
Once in a lifetime is never enough. Never enough. When I wear diamonds, I feel powerful, fun, fabulous. The one, the brilliance.
Sorry about that, guys.
For all who love. Pandora, lab grown diamonds.
Why didn't that shut off? You son of a bitch. There you go. Sorry about the commercial.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. Mayor Frey, thank you for joining us. Let me just start with that Justice Department investigation. Have you received a subpoena yet?
We have not received a subpoena. And at the same time, if the rumors are true, this is deeply concerning. This is way more important than just me. This is a very serious matter. And this whole investigation would ultimately be the product of one of the most basic foundational responsibilities that I have as mayor, which is to speak on behalf of my constituents. You know, there are other countries where you get put away for the things that you say. There are other countries where you get investigated for saying something.
Yeah, like your state, if you preach or you fucking pray for somebody,
or in this country, it's not that
you speak out against anything you believe in.
Of speech, and we do not negotiate those rights away.
So if and when that subpoena comes and we are told that investigation has been launched, will you comply with the Justice Department's demands?
Look, we have done nothing wrong. So,
that's
of course, we will comply in it. But at the same time, we need to be understanding how wild this is. And whether it's Senator Slotkin or Governor Walz or myself,
just say yes, we'll comply.
This is not the way that we conduct ourselves in America.
People that are innocent
We
don't
are
have to
doing
explain
everything
themselves.
possible right now to keep people safe in our city.
There it
We have
goes.
spoken
There
out
it
to make
goes.
sure
We
that
got to
our
keep people
residents are
safe in our
protected and
city.
people's
My vagina
constitutional
hurts.
rights are upheld. Speaking.
Illegal criminal aliens do not have constitutional rights. If you're in the streets and you're impeding law enforcement and you're committing multiple federal felonies and you're attacking law enforcement while armed, well, fuck, guess what? That's illegal. So, fuck you. Well, let's talk about it. The Justice Department said they are investigating an incident in which anti-ICE protesters disrupted a service on Sunday at a Minnesota church where one of the pastors is an ICE official. So they didn't even have it right exactly what he did with ICE. They didn't have anything about this right. Like right here, this guy, the violent anti-ICE protesters swarmed Minnesota hotel with one federal agent left bloodied. Okay, look at this. Does this look like people just protested there? No. That looks like some shit you would see in a third world country. And it gets, I mean, we got a little video with it in a minute here. Anti-ICE demonstrators stormed a Minneapolis hotel Sunday night, throwing objects at people inside, smashing windows, and scrawling "fuck ICE" across the building's exterior. The incident took place at the Home 2 Suite by Hilton Hotel just one day after Border Patrol agents shot and killed protester Alec Prete, 37. In the city, the crowd shoved a Minneapolis Police Department officer and others inside the hotel's lobby and tried to force their way in. Staff and visitors used two large vending machines to block the protesters. Well, then they weren't fucking hungry, were they? I hope they blocked them with the glass in. We're all locals. It's all locals, one man shouted as he tried to ward the protesters away. You guys are doing this for no reason, he added. Protesters banged on trash. No, they're doing it for a reason. They're fucking chaotic and they're evil and they don't give a fuck. There's no reason. There's no policy. You're right. They have no policies. They have nothing like that. They want violence. That's it. Otherwise, this isn't how they'd be doing things. Because a numerous amount, woman 27 gang raped, disemboweled, and forced to carry her intestines in her hands. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's a story we'll continue reading that. Oh my God, let's continue reading that. That's on top of the two fucking Haitians that just fucking, raped and killed the lady and then threw her in her car this afternoon or yesterday and then fucking burned her to cut her on fire. That's fucking even greater, right? Wonderful. We're bringing the best and the brightest. The best and the fucking brightest, bro. Holy shit. Let's continue reading. Woman 27 gang raped, disemboweled, and forced to carry her intestines in her hands. Let's Daily Express, breaking news. No thanks. I want to read this article and that's it. December 21st, 2025. We didn't hear much about this at all, did we? Okay, so this is the lady right here. This is the life that we lost tragically to these engineers and all these just peaceful people. Allison was abducted by Franz Du Toit, the son of police officer. What? Hold on a minute. Was this recent? Because that looks like an 80s picture, doesn't it? At 27 years old, Allison was kidnapped. Okay. And subjected to a vicious gang rape during which she was also disemboweled, forcing her to hold on to her intestines. Oh, man. as her semi-decapitated head flopped backwards and almost rested. I do remember this happening now that I'm reading it. Dude, this was crazy shit, bro. If y'all have never heard of this, in 1985, born in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, and appointed head girl of her school in 1985, Allison was characterized by her school as a girl of utmost positivity and sound moral values. So these dudes kidnapped her, gang raped her for a while, cut her head halfway off, slit her belly open with her intestines hanging out, okay? And she got away from these motherfuckers and survived this shit. And that shit was nuts, dude. I remember this happening because I was young when that happened, and they were talking about it all over the fucking place. And dude, that shows you the perseverance of people. You know what I mean? Flat out. Why is nothing switching here? What's happening? Here we go. Secret Service. Oh! So we've got Secret Service agents giving out national security secrets about our fucking vice president just willy-nilly. Okay, if you haven't heard about this, this is a pretty important thing that should be everywhere. Okay, you can get a good source of this from America News. So, January 14th, 2026, Secret Service agent who leaked sensitive info about VP to O'Keefe, undercover reporter placed on leave. On leave? What? So, the U.S. Secret Service agent assigned to protect Vice President J.D. Vance, who was an undercover video released by O'Keefe Media Group disclosing sensitive details about his job, has been put on leave. In a statement, the Secret Service said the agent identified as Thomas Escato had his security clearance suspended, I would hope so, and his access to agency resources revoked pending the outcome of an internal investigation. The U.S. Secret Service has no tolerance for any behavior that could potentially compromise the safety, privacy, or trust of our protectees. Deputy Director Matthew Quinn said in a statement, according to the New York Post, the U.S. Secret Service has also issued an order for all personnel to retake agency-required anti-espionage training in order to ensure employees are aware of the threats posed by individuals aiming to exploit agencies' employees' information about our protective operations. So he went on to, I'll let James O'Keefe tell you. If you don't know who James O'Keefe is, well, you live under a fucking rock. Please go check out O'Keefe Media Group.
I survived what they sent to destroy me. Resurrect my ceiling, falling from the.
Damn, where's that? How much fucking intro do we have here, James?
Last week that someone attempted to break into Vice President J.D. Vance's home in Ohio. That incident prompted us to take a closer look. What we found in our investigation was an agent inside the vice president's detail who is actually revealing to a total stranger that the vice president will be visiting his home in Ohio days ahead of time. And while what you're about to see is an important story, the security of the vice president and his family is our top priority. Now, under normal circumstances, our editorial policy is to request comment a day or two before.
He's the guy that's broke everything.
But in this case,
he's the guy that's broke every big story.
A full week in advance of this report to ensure that nothing we report here would compromise the vice president's safety in any way. But even with those precautions, what we uncovered is troubling, and we felt this is important for you all to see. We hope that bringing this to light strengthens security and helps prevent future vulnerabilities in our government.
Can I see your badge again with your photo? You said you were training. It was your training?
Yeah, I was like
photo?
4 years ago.
It's so cute.
We met Thomas on the dating app Tinder in October of 2025. The Secret Service agent is a holdover from the Biden administration. He was actually originally tasked with protecting Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff. In fact, he sent us this image from a Christmas party in December of 2024. There he is with Kamala Harris.
How did you get picked to do like vice president?
Not by choice. It's just they talk to you. They let you know. It's like, hey, eventually you're gonna have to go down to DC.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go down on them in DC, bro, because that's how they jam over there.
You can go to the president's detail, the vice president's detail. We call counter surveillance division, so that's undercover stuff.
Note the irony, he's talking about undercover counter surveillance to a journalist wearing a hidden camera. Was often directly involved in the vice president's transportation to and from
shit.
at the Naval Observatory, surveillance of the vice president's residence, and even protecting Vance's wife, Usha Vance, and their children. Here he complains again to a total stranger he just met about his assignment involving J.D. Vance's children.
So what are his kids like? Oh.
Yeah, we follow them everywhere. There's a 24/7, there is no slack coverage. Not like a babysitter or It's a weird one that we always talk about, like this, but you can't do nothing.
Oh, you can't do anything.
Tomas proceeds to give our undercover journalist detailed info with pictures about the specific methods used to transport and protect the vice president. It even tells her some exact times of shift changes on the Secret Service schedule.
So like when he's like walking, like where are you? Just following.
There's a group of us, we surround, make a We'll have a lease, a minimum head, and now that I'm on the vice president's actual details, a little different because we have different shifts. We have
Via text,
So,
J.D. Vance's Secret Service.
I mean, it's the DEI. This is your DEI in practice right here. This is how safe your country is. It's fucking insane, bro. This shit, you just can't. I mean, like when I say idiocracy is here, I'm not playing. You know what I mean? Like we're watching it in real time every single day. So let's go over here to the YouTube sphere. Over here to the YouTube sphere here. Come on, YouTube, pop up. Iran, 40,000 U.S. troops deployed to Iran. Breaking news. 40,000 troops being deployed to Iran. Iran just attacked U.S. soldiers. Well. Oh, and the government shutdown. You remember those assholes voted to pay themselves, right? So, yeah. Have fun with that. Have fun with that, Democrats. So, that's your people shutting it down. And it's going to stay shut down. We're not going to budge on this shit. Not going to budge. Well, they'll probably budge. Right? You're right. You're fucking right. They probably will. So we'll get into that in just a second here. Got the shutdown coming again, which we already knew that was coming again. We talked about that right at that moment, that it was set to shut down again when they opened it back up in the first place. But I think it's what? Tomorrow at midnight? Tomorrow at midnight, government shuts down if they don't vote, and they don't have time to rescind the bill back to Congress. So more than likely, tomorrow night, right? Okay, that doesn't hurt our feelings at all. Why'd this just pop up? I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. But on your camera with your culture war and love the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like in Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead of cancer.
They want 15 different bathrooms. Where is that playlist? There we go.
Breaking news right now out of the Alabama legislature. The House of Representatives has passed the Child Predator Death Penalty Act. This comes on the heels of an alleged sex trafficking ring that was discovered in Bibb County last year. State Capitol reporter Ryan Hall brings us the latest from Montgomery.
Republicans and Democrats in the House of Representatives debated a bill expanding the death penalty. Advocates say it will protect kids in the state, while those against it say it's unconstitutional.
That's my question.
All right, we gotta go back to that because that guy's voice.
We just fight the fight because it's a war fight.
Expanding the death penalty. Democrats in the House of Representatives debated a bill expanding the death penalty. Advocates say it will protect kids in the state, while those against it say it's unconstitutional.
Why is my voice so deep?
That's my question. Where does the slippery slope, where does it stop?
We just fight the fight
wait a
because
minute.
it's a war fight worth fighting.
Wait a minute.
And this fight is...
They're fighting against the death penalty for fucking child predators, bro. This is your Democrats fighting against the death penalty for fucking child predators. That's what these people stand for. That's what these people stand for. That's fucking insane, bro. That's pure evil.
It's worth fighting on a national level.
That fight, sponsored by Representative Matt Simpson, would make sexual torture, rape, and sodomy in the first degree punishable by the death penalty. The victim is less than 12 years old. If offenders are sentenced to life in prison, they would have to serve a minimum of 30 years before being considered.
What I don't like, and Florida did the same thing, why is it 12 years old? 12 years old? No, bro. Anyone that fucks a little kid, death penalty. Period. Preferably doled out by the parents of the child or to one lucky volunteer that happens to have a wood chipper. A pedophile-sized wood chipper. I'm here. But, you know, that's pretty fire, bro. That's pretty fire. So, let's get into Cam.
Great. F-150 just drove past me.
Shout out to Cam Higsby. Even though, like I said the other night, Steven Crowder had an investigation going on about this stuff, and it kind of fucked it up. But you brought this shit out, and now he's bringing this out because they're actively hunting him, and they're threatening to kill him, which we already knew that was going to happen. Brother, we told you to get security day one. You know what I mean? If you're out here doing this and you don't have security or people around you to keep you safe when you're being surrounded, well, that's dumb. Sorry to say, dude. Love you. Love what you're doing. But it's dumb. You know?
Yeah, the opposite way towards
Cam Higbee.
That was on Lake and Park.
Thanks. You could say we've got two commuters behind that F-150. Do we have folks are whistling at this? It looks like this is a confirmed ice vehicle.
This is how they track these people.
Why are you guys following us? When they leave, like right when you guys come, we're not ice.
Oh, and they
Not ice! They're in an ice vehicle!
Look at this shit.
Right, get in your truck, get the fuck out!
Why?
Listen, they call us Nazis. They call us fucking Nazis. They're acting like they're fucking the Gestapo right now. They're telling you, oh, we're not ICE. We're not ICE. We're just people. Oh, no, you're confirmed ICE. You got to get the fuck out because we don't want you here and you don't agree with what we say. You got to get the fuck out or we're going to hurt you. It's fucking nuts, dude.
We're not ICE. What's up, guys? It's very likely that you have seen the Signal Gate scandal that I uncovered and infiltrated on X. I wanted to bring it to my audience here on YouTube. So let's talk about what I found. Taking literal shifts for 6 to 8 hours a day doing these roles. They change an emoji next to their name that correlates with the emoji code that indicates what they're doing. So within the chat, they will send license plate numbers, intersections where they saw the vehicles, photos of the vehicles, etc. And then the patrols will go chase those vehicles if they're believed to be ICE.
Yeah, that great F-150 just drove past me on the opposite way towards Cedar. That was on Lake and Park.
100% when it comes down to it, I am an America fan. I am America first, 100%. And if I see, besides, well, see, that's the kind of mentality you people have. You're like, oh God, you have to agree with your side or you're wrong. I'm not in a cult, bro. I don't live in a bubble. I can say my side fucked up. You can say my side fucked up. That sucks. guess what? We bounce back from it. We dust ourselves off. We pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, and we keep fucking going, bro. We got a lot of good shit done. Got a lot more good shit coming. Hey, they just, while you're distracted in fucking Minnesota, they just started massive ice raids in motherfucking Arizona and all kinds of other states while you're distracted over here and over there. Chicago, New York, all kinds of places. So, I mean, but you're right. That was some fucking, pissed about that. Pissed about Minnesota. But there were only two options. Either get the fuck out and do nothing, or go in full bore. That was the only two options. It's still the only option.
We've got 2 commuters behind that F-150.
There is a sophisticated license plate database that has been built out by the leftists, and basically it's an Airtable.
And it's a possibility. Until I see it, I won't believe it, but it's a possibility. A bunch of people are going to start getting arrested because they didn't only just raid Georgia, they're raiding all of them. And what information we get is what information we get. But as you know, they've arrested an exorbitant amount of people for voter fraud. Not the ones we want, but a whole bunch of people. So we'll get some kind of something out of this. Probably won't get what we want. We'll get something out of it. I wish it would have happened at a different time. Rallied them a bunch more soldiers, but hey, it is what it is.
Database. So they submit a form when they believe a vehicle is ICE. They describe the vehicle, they leave the plate number, they explain why they think it's ICE, and then they check a few boxes. Maybe it was seen at the Whipple Federal Building, maybe it was seen in a convoy, maybe they saw agents in the front seat, maybe it was seen during a deportation operation, perhaps somebody was detained by the occupants of this vehicle, etc.
So the person that just asked for a plate check a minute ago that said 218AF.
So this is a 16-minute video. We're not going to watch this whole 16-minute video and ride his fucking ball sack, okay? But what I am going to do is tell you to go to Cam Higsby on everything that he's on, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of it, and there's a full 16-minute video. He had to release it because he's worried about what's going to happen. You know what I mean? He's riding around this place. They're following him. They're threatening to kill him. The caption in the top of the video here is I don't want to commit suicide. So just be aware, be as situationally aware as you can be if you're going to do this stuff and get out here to these protests like we do, because these people are nuts, dude. They don't think, they just do things. So they'll follow you from that protest to your house. You've seen them do it to me numerous times. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million fucking followers or if you have 2 followers. It doesn't matter if you're even on the internet. If you're at one of these rallies, you're their enemy, and they will follow you and try to do everything they can to fuck with you. So understand, they'll call you, they'll create websites in your name to have other people call you, all kinds of stupid fucking shit, just to try to disrupt. And that's their goal, is to disrupt and to make us so fucking angry that we react, and then that's what they get on video. And then they look like a victim every single time. It's their stages of how they do things. It's fucking, it's weak. It's weak as hell. But let's look up this we'll just go ahead and we'll show you how peaceful, the kind of people that these people are taken up for. We'll show you their peaceful nurse. We're going to pull up the new video. It even comes up in the first things. Alex, pretty AI. Come on, bro. Look, let's scroll down. We will pick one of your. Wow, CNN's usually at the top of the chart in Google. They're burying this motherfucker because they had to tell the truth. Wow, I'm going. Look, I'm in page 3. I'm in page 3 to pull this video up, and it's still not coming up. So let's type in the parameter at the end here. CNN. It's still not pulling up. They're way the fuck down here. And it's not pulling up that video for CNN. Pull that video? Did they pull that video? So watch, when I put these parameters in, it'll pull that video up immediately. So if you try to look directly for it, it won't pull it up. But you put in the parameters of oh, you cocksucker. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm faltering here. Should already have it in the parameters on here. Immediately. I love how they made fake videos. Oh, they're not going to show it? They don't have the video on here?
Gary is just sitting down to enjoy his
perfectly crafted We're not going to do that, are we?
Oh no.
That's a good time to do this.
Thankfully, Otter has the team covered with an AI meeting assistant to take notes, generate a summary, and capture action items. So Jerry can go camping, and Gary can enjoy his lunch break. Regain your schedule. Try now for free. Visit otter.ai or download the app.
Oh, flip.
New video shows an encounter between ICE agents and protester Alex Preddy 11 days before he was killed. CBS News has obtained footage from the media site The News Movement showing that earlier confrontation between Preddy and federal officers. Lana Zach is in Minneapolis. Lana, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. A law enforcement official confirms to CBS News that the agents that were involved in that fatal shooting of Alex Preddy are now on administrative leave. A new video shows that this wasn't the first time that Preddy had a violent confrontation with federal agents. Footage shot by the News Movement and confirmed by the
this is the angle you're going to show? Of course.
Yelling and cursing at federal immigration agents on January 13th.
Yeah, that was a loogie. He just spit on them. And yeah, that's him attacking their car. That's their peaceful, never did anything wrong fucking
Officers then
guy.
entered the vehicle and tackled him while deploying tear gas into the surrounding crowd. After a brief scuffle, Preddy is released. The officers return to their cars and drive away.
So,
an attorney for
let's get this straight. He just physically assaulted federal agents, spit on them, which is assault. But if you watch it from the other angle, he spit at the same time they closed the door, so it didn't come in contact with the officer. But kicked out their headlights, destroyed federal property, and they let him go because they're such Gestapo. They're such fucking Nazis. Let's one more time with his peacefulness. What the F? That's what I'm saying, man. Look how peaceful this guy is. Holy shit. Wait a minute.
CBS News has obtained footage from the media site
He's
The
an
News
angel.
Movement.
He's a fucking
showing
angel.
An earlier confrontation between Preddy and federal officers. Lana Zach is in Minneapolis. Lana, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. A law enforcement official confirms to CBS News that the agent.
This is, someone called us a cult. This is literally coming from their liberal news. This is their people. Yeah, you're not a cult, but this is, look. But you call us a cult. Look, this is the guy you're celebrating. This is how awesome and peaceful he is. You know, and this isn't the only incident they have on camera. This is the incident they're playing on this fucking.
Good morning, Vlad. A law enforcement official confirms to CBS News that the agents that were involved in that fatal shooting of Alex Preddy are now on administrative leave. A new video shows that this.
Oh, and the shit that got sprayed on Omar on her chest instead of on her fucking face, which we know she's had a lot sprayed on her face by her brother, allegedly. Fucking apple cider vinegar. Cleaned her shirt for her.
Wasn't the first time that Preddy had a violent confrontation with federal
It wasn't.
agents.
But wait a minute. We heard he was like the most peaceful, best guy in the world, just a nurse that helped veterans, that cared about America and loved the law. He was such a perfect man. Look at this guy. He's just like,
by the news movement
fuck.
and confirmed by the Preddy family shows the 37-year-old yelling and cursing.
They're talking specifically because he's screaming, assault me, fuck me up, hurt me, is what he's screaming right there. And that's why they're talking over it.
Yeah, federal immigration agents on January 13th. At one point, he's seen kicking their car and breaking its right tail light.
Hey, notice they don't talk about that, huh?
Officers then exit the vehicle and tackle him.
Yeah, it looks like they really hurt him, doesn't it? Because they're such horrible Gestapo.
After a brief scuffle, Preddy is...
You guys suck, man. I'm about to get over to the other broadcast, but we will go through a couple more. Oh, man, let me close out. Golly, all this news. Fucking crashing into a headquarters. God, those fucking whistles, man. Call 911 on the officer. What happened to defund the cops? Man, that defund the cops shit went away real quick, didn't it? See, they literally live in a cartoon.
Someone call 911. What's your name? This is a private conversation. Identify yourself. What's your name?
And no, a federal agent does not have to identify themselves to the public at all.
Shame!
When did Carrot Top get a wig?
I think the murder of Renee Good, the murder of Alex Preddy, putting children on planes and taking them to detention centers, which are really concentration camps. Call it what it is.
Which
They're
hasn't been done.
concentration camps in the United States of America in 2026. So take that in, and I know you don't want to participate in something radical. I don't either. I wish I could just go on the road and do my funny stories about celebrities.
But didn't you hold up a severed head of the sitting president of the United States in his first term?
Acknowledge this, but it is happening all around you. It's happening around you. I live in Los Angeles. It's happening at targeted places in Los Angeles. And I think it's time to talk to the neighbors in real.
You get the story though. You get the story. There's no more. It's not possible to have peaceful coexistence with these people. It's not. You know, it's just not. They're actual retarded, and I don't mean that to be. They're actual retarded. Like, we should feel bad for them. I'm not saying that to be derogative, to be disparaging towards these people. They're actual retarded though, and we need to help them in any way we can, because this shit's getting crazy at this point. Well, it's not getting crazy. It's been crazy. It is crazy. It's nuts. This is what America is right now. It's nuts. I love you guys. Have a blessed night. Be extremely safe out here, and I just hope you're all well.